Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have so many things to share with you. Renovations, like today's video is going to be all about home improvements and just little things around the house, things that I'm loving, things that we're using this summer, and future plans for our home. So we have renovated our laundry room. It's almost done. Our classroom, almost done. And the guys who are working upstairs just finished our flooring upstairs. So if you guys remember, we did our flooring downstairs, I don't know how long ago now, but we absolutely love it still. And upstairs has still been that really dark flooring, so cheap, so bad. So we finally pulled the trigger and did upstairs, and I just am so thrilled with how it looks. So we're gonna share all of that today. But first, it is midday right now. Like, we have gone to the park with friends, stay downstairs so they can do everything up there. It's just been kind of like a chaotic week. So we need to right now, like, I need to get a little pick-me-up to get through the rest of the day. I was thinking of making a little matcha latte, like an iced one. I need to get vitamins for all the kids. I'm going to show you some things that I've been doing for our sourdough. So our sourdough sometimes gets moldy on the bottom. I actually never looked in the past, but a friend asked me how I keep it from going moldy. Then I started looking at the bottoms, and sometimes it would be moldy. And I'm like, wow, this is disgusting. I found these on Amazon. They're the cutest little like cloth bags, and inside they are made of beeswax. They have really pretty prints, but I keep our sourdough loaves in here now. I'll link these down below, and it keeps them fresh for longer. This is the other one that it came with, and it has this really cute pink floral material. So we'll see how these go, but we're gonna try it. Next, I wanted to share my olive oil shots that I've been taking every single morning before coffee. I heard about this, I'm trying to think now where I heard about this, and then it kind of kept popping up, and a friend of mine was doing a parasite cleanse, and she said she was supposed to have these on her protocol, and they are called liver shots. So either way, I do about a tablespoon of olive oil. I pour it into a shot glass. If you're wondering what this Band-Aid is, I was slicing bread the other day and sliced off a little chunk of my finger. But I do olive oil. This is from Costco, the organic one. I always look for a glass bottle. I do a little dash of lemon juice. This is also from Costco. If you have fresh lemon, better. Our lemons are not ripe yet. And I just down the hatch. So what that's supposed to do for me, it really like coats my lining first thing. You want to do it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. So I was doing coffee right when I woke up, and I just know that's not good for you to do on an empty stomach. The acid just doesn't messes with my stomach. So I like to have something coating me inside, but not like a full meal in the morning. I don't want to eat a full meal in the morning. So it just kind of helps with, well, it's supposed to help with absorption of nutrients. And when I did my hormone testing years ago, that was something that showed up on my test, was that I was not absorbing my nutrients properly. So it helps with that. It helps with digestion, and I've noticed a huge improvement in that, and that's something that I've struggled with for a while, is digestion and all the gut things. So I just have found myself being more regular. I feel like it just helps. It feels like a little odd when you take it. It just feels kind of like, I don't know, you're just drinking oil. I chase it with my Mary Ruth's extra strength elderberry drops, which I'll have some right now. These are great to just have all the time, but I love them as a little follow-up. And while we're talking about Mary Ruth's, I'm gonna take my vitamin. I have not taken my vitamins today yet, so I fill this up to about here. And I'm still taking the dragon fruit is so good. It's the liquid morning multivitamin plus hair growth. So my hair has grown so much, and these were my bangs. They've grown out so much. If you are looking for hair help, this is definitely helpful for that, but I'm really thinking this has helped with my fine lines too. Okay, it says help grow thicker, fuller hair, improve facial lines, wrinkles, and smoothness. And I feel like my forehead is, I mean, obviously I still have lines, but everything feels smoother. And all I've been doing differently, I mean, I use my Primally Pure beef tallow morning and night. I use my Frowny stickers like maybe once every 2 weeks, but those are the only changes, along with taking this for like the past, I think I've been taking the morning liquid vitamin for the past 2 years now. So highly suggest if you're looking for a kind of do-it-all multivitamin. Absolutely love. You can also just get the regular one. You don't have to get the one with hair growth. The kids take the regular one, which is amazing in itself. If you want to get a discount on this one, because this one is a little more expensive than the regular one, my code is still active, MRO with K in all caps. That'll get you 20% off your entire order. You can use that on their website. You can also use that on Amazon. All right, so here are our floors downstairs. So the first thing we did is we took out the tile that was in our classroom / office, and we replaced it with the same flooring. Don't ask me why we didn't do this the first time around. I really have no idea. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But now it all seamlessly continues, and it just makes this area look much larger to me. Like, it just all is, it flows much better. So here is our dilemma. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that the paint I bought was apparently rancid. It smelled so bad. At the time, I just thought it was smelly paint. I don't know. And realized it is not just smelly paint. Like, something was messed up with this paint, which can happen when it's hot and bacteria grows in your paint. It was a new can of paint too. I took it back to Home Depot. They refunded me. And since then, we've just been trying so many things to kind of help with the scent. So I got plants. I got a spider plant. I got a snake plant. I've sprayed the walls with vinegar and water. I've also done now bleach, which has helped the most. So we've just been airing it out a ton. It's slowly going away, but it's just like crazy to me that happened. But so yeah, we took the wallpaper down. If you guys remember the dark wallpaper up there with the purple flowers, I wanted just something more fresh in here, and it obviously looks bare because nothing is on the walls, but it'll be so fresh and ready for the new school year. I'm just really excited about it. Me, Andrew, and Owen all slept in the guest room last night since everything was under construction. Couple updates in the guest room that I thought I'd share too, since we're doing all the home improvements. I absolutely love this pillow. This was on major sale at the company store, and I have been looking for a lumbar pillow for this, like to match the comforter, and it's been hard to match with the check. So I just love how that looks, especially with the rug. This rug is Studio McGee. That was a Facebook Marketplace find, the roll-up desk. That was another thing that smelled, and it took me a long time to get that smell out. I used a wood cleaner. I sprayed it with vinegar. I also got this stuff. One of you guys recommended this to me. Where did it go? I thought I put it in here. This is all my extra decor and stuff. Oh, I know where it is. It's up here with all my homeschool stuff. Yes, bad air sponge. I think this has helped too in soaking up some of that odor. And then we moved one of these out into the living room, one of these side tables, and I love how it looks out there. The lamp was from Facebook. Got that for free. Just added a little basket with some books there. And yeah, I think it looks really cute. Oh, I put that sconce, which was in the classroom. I think it looks cuter here. I don't know if I'm gonna put anything on this wall. It's just bare for now, but I think the guest room looks really cute. All right, so I don't know if I've shared our stairs on my channel yet. I have on Instagram, but and then this goes really great with it too. I found this at an estate sale, and I think it just adds like a lot of warmth and depth to our house. But these stairs, I knew right away I wanted navy plaid stairs, and they make our house look so much more cozy and inviting. Before they were like a brown when we moved in, and then we changed them to a light color that just got destroyed and was so dirty, and these are just the perfect stairs now for us. Okay, here we go. Are we ready for the new flooring? Dun, 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 dun. This is just such a big improvement. The floor before was basically black. Okay, we want to get a new couch. I'm trying to get rid of this one. And we just want like an ivory sofa, potentially a 3-seat one or a little corner one right here. This is the video of the finds. Oh my gosh, I got this chair for free. I cannot believe it. On Facebook, I saw it right when it was posted. It was from the nicest couple. They were like, we just wanted to go to a nice family. And I just can't believe we found it. So Andrew had been wanting a leather chair really bad up here, and they're just so expensive. So I'm so out of breath now. Definitely check out Facebook though. They have so many great things that you can find. So eventually, once we get another couch up here, I want to get a nice rug. Do you guys remember too? This had a big section of carpet, in-ground carpet. So that was something that always bothered us. So it's so nice to finally have that gone. All right, so now everything's not cleaned up yet. We literally just started moving stuff back. So sorry if everything's messy. The girl slept in our bed last night, and here is this room. We need to move the rug over a little bit, but it just looks like this is how it was always supposed to be. And the transition into the bathroom looks so great. Our molding is slightly off from when we painted in here, but it's okay. I need to paint the baseboards, but we'll do that eventually. Have I showed you guys our gallery wall? I don't know. Here it is. Okay, let's move out here. And then into the hallway. And just makes it so much brighter in here. Here it's going into Violet's room, and all the girls picked out their own rug. So Violet picked a light pink, kind of like shaggy, fluffy rug. So that'll go in here. They're supposed to come tomorrow. And then June picked out a white and light pink, kind of like a check rug, which is so cute. Not check, plaid. So that'll go in here. They put all their stuff back so fast. And then Owen's room, we had done already because his room, the kids' rooms were all carpet. His room smelled so nasty from like milk that he had, his room is a disaster right now. From milk that he had spilt on the ground. It was just so sick. So we had done this like with a different type of wood. So it's not going the same direction and it's not the same type, but it's okay. When we get a rug in here and start our decorating, we're gonna actually make this whole loft area like a vintage sports themed room. Like this is gonna be our collectibles area. The kids and Andrew just are very into like collections and things like that. Like we collect these Funko Pops over here. They were all in order, but we put them all down. And then like Pokemon cards, baseball cards, all the things. So I think we're gonna put all of Andrew. He has like some sports memorabilia we might put up here. I'm looking for just cool antique sporting finds. And then we potentially will do shelving. I don't know, maybe over there that we can display stuff. Oh yeah, and then over there I had some books that I had found at a used bookstore. They're all these really cool sports books. So it's just gonna be like a Ralph Lauren themed room up here. All right, I just did a quick cleanup of the laundry room because it was so filthy and we had put a lot of stuff in here to get it off of the ground. But this has now been painted Smoke by Benjamin Moore. It's like this really pretty French blue color. If you guys watched my last vlog, we showed how, I don't know what I've showed you up until this point, to be honest, but the laundry room stopped right here. So this is where it stopped. This was a sink where I'm standing, and it was just a long running cabinet right here. So we ripped the cabinet out and the sink, capped off the water because we don't use the sink in here, which I feel like most people have a sink in their laundry room, but we just literally never used it. So it just took up so much space. I could barely like bring in a hamper into here. So allowing that allowed us to just gain a ton of space. So behind here was a closet. Next to the TV, there was a door opening right there. That went into a little closet, which was so tight. The door never opened because it got stuck, like blankets were on the ground. So we covered up that opening, and that allowed us to extend this room into the closet. Those shelves were really narrow, and that's why all of our blankets would fall onto the ground. And that's where I have like big quilts that I need stored. So we had bigger shelving put in there. We also added flooring. It was not the same match. That was my mistake. But I have it's kind of like a ivory floral coming in, a little runner right here. So that'll basically cover all of this. You won't really be able to tell, but yeah, that was definitely my mistake. Over here, I ordered a wooden peg, like a row of hooks that I'm gonna paint the same color, and then we can have hooks to hang dry things right there. Over here, we also had a huge cabinet that was so unusable, like we just never used it, and it was really bulky and dark. So we took that out and just did a floating shelf here. And I always like to paint like molding and shelving the same color, but in a higher sheen. So the walls are eggshell, the shelving is a semi-gloss. So yeah, this has not all like been finalized as far as like decorating everything. It's just kind of hodgepodge, but I'm thinking I might, Andrew's mom found this for me. How cool, look at this. March 1848. I might put this like right here. That'd be so pretty. It's like the perfect blue too. Yeah, so there's that. And then over here we have this little alcove where the laundry can go. I'm potentially gonna get like one of those rolling hampers with the 3 sections. This is painted navy because that was from our old house. We had a navy blue laundry room that was on the other side. So we brought this whole piece with us from our old house. We had that made at our old place. And then over here, so this kind of even hooks around. So we've got all of this storage. I can put all of our like thick, chunky blankets here. They're all well organized. They're not going to fall over. I have cleaning supplies, rags, covers for a mop, toilet paper, cotton balls, and then up there is all the kids like dress up clothes. Oh, and my cheerleading outfits from high school. 2 more big updates for you guys. One is something we are adding to our backyard, and one is something that has been taken away from our backyard. So let's start with what has been taken away, and that is the chickens. I know we've had them for a little over a year, and I was at it with my chickens. I wanted them to be gone. So let's just say that I was turning into a very grumpy person. Andrew was like, you are so, like, you're grumpy every day now because of these chickens. I'm like, yes, I am. They were starting to wake up at 5:30 a.m. They'd wake me up. And we don't live in we don't have tons of space in between our homes. We live in a neighborhood, and I'm just like thinking of our neighbors, listening to our chickens, like how annoying. Oh my gosh, so that was really the final straw. But also, I have come to love gardening over the past year or two, and I have spent so much time and energy into building this path outside, finding the best flowers that chickens wouldn't eat, but I didn't realize they don't want to eat the flowers. They do, some. They want to dig up your flowers to get to the roots to eat the bugs. And so I would come outside, and my whole plant that had been getting established into the ground would be completely removed and somewhere else. And they would be burrowing down, deep down into the grass. That really grinded my gears. So I have a friend who offered to take them for us. She has like 15 or so chickens, a huge area, and they have a better life over there. We built a huge space for them, but it was not big enough. These chickens are demanding. They are extremely social, and they want to be entertained. I just can't entertain my chickens all day long. So it was time for them to go. Boy, am I happy. I'm so sorry if I convinced any of you guys to get chickens and you got them. I told Andrew one day when we move to a home with acreage, we can get chickens again. They can have their own space, and then I'll have my own space for my garden. But it was just, we were trying to do too many things in our backyard. Our garden was in there with the chickens, but I had to like put chicken wire around my vegetables, around all the plants. It was just, we were having to jump through so many hoops for these chickens. We had to get misters. When it would get loud, I would worry that when I left, when it got hot outside, I would worry that they'd be really loud when I left the house, and it was just too much. So, and also their poop is everywhere. I mean, it was not that bad. Like, it actually fertilized our grass so well. Our grass looks amazing. However, moving into our next thing that we're adding to our backyard, having chicken poop around there would not be good. And that is, we are finally going to get a pool in our backyard. So like, thinking about chicken poop surrounding our pool and the chicken poop blowing into the pool, disgusting. No, thank you. So yes, we finally decided to get a pool. One of the biggest questions I got when we moved from our old house was, do we miss our pool? Because we had a pool at our old house. And while I liked having a pool, I don't want to say I loved having a pool, because we had little kids at the time. The girls spent their first 2.5 years at that house, and then Owen was only there for 3 months. We moved to this house when he was 3 months old. At the time, like, when you're in the thick of it with babies, you don't want to be thinking about a pool. Like, it just seemed like one more thing to stress about. I just was very happy we didn't have to have a pool here. But now it's just completely changed. The kids are much older. They can all swim. And we got this vinyl pool outside from Tractor Supply, and they are obsessed with it. They're in it every single day. And it was almost like this light went off in me and Andrew, and we were like, should we get a pool? Should we look into it? And so we started talking to some pool companies, and it was like, this is the time. Like, we have to do this. So many people have pools where we live. It is very hot here, especially in the summertime. And having a pool, like, I feel like it's just something that's nice to say for your friends, like, come on over and swim, because a lot of our friends have pools, and that's just something it's like a nice thing to do. So one other thing too, Owen has a lot of energy. He's a 6-year-old boy with, wow, does he have a lot of energy. And the girls and I just don't match that energy. The physicality is next level. And so for him, swimming is like, he is the happiest person in the water, and swimming is something that gets all of his energy out. He's so happy doing it. So I think it's like the perfect time for us to get a pool. So I'll show you outside where it's going to go, like our plans for that. And it'll essentially replace the turf area where the trampoline is. We don't even use the trampoline anymore. So it's just really, it's the perfect time for this. I'm going to show you a little update of our plants that are looking great right now, our vegetables. So yeah, let's go outside. It is extremely windy right now, so if you can't hear anything, I apologize. All right, this whole turf area is going to be a patio. So just imagine that all is a rectangle, like a perfect symmetrical rectangle. It'll connect to this current patio. And we're gonna extend this patio a little bit, have like a little curve around here. So it'll be a nice little seating area. This line of tape is where the pool will start, and it'll go to the very end of the trampoline. And it'll be just as wide as the trampoline is wide. So it'll be a nice rectangular pool with a patio around it, just super simple. We just want it to be very simple looking. So that'll be here, and I'm so excited. Let me show you guys. So this is kind of nice now that we have this gate, which we built for the chickens. Now it just encloses our garden. Let me get my shoes on, since there still is chicken poop wherever you go. All right, it's nice to have the gate because we do get a lot of bunnies, so this way it keeps them out. So this stuff is all gone. It's nice and cleaned out. We moved the awning over to the vegetables. Look at what they ate our bougainvillea all the way up to there. It's like so funny, and they would dig down up there. This row of vegetables was all covered in chicken wire, so they wouldn't get to it, but now I took it all out. Now I can see everything. So let me show you guys a little update of our vegetables. I can pick a few of these. We've got 3 Romas right here. And then back there we have rosemary and lavender. I do need to prune that lavender really bad. And then over here, we've got a cantaloupe and a watermelon. So I think this one's gonna kind of grow up here. They're gonna get huge, so I'm wondering if it's gonna be enough space. I'm assuming they'll just kind of trickle over this retaining wall, which is totally fine. This one's getting a little sun scorched, so I don't know, maybe I should just give it a little bit more water. Let me know what you guys think. I also just added that shade yesterday, so hopefully that'll give it a little bit of relief in the afternoon because it's starting to get some of that shade cover right now. We have aloe back there, more rosemary, more lavender. We put those back there because that was the only thing the chickens wouldn't dig up. But originally that was going to be our herb garden, so I'll show you where that has moved to. And then look at this. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. That looks like a watermelon. This one must be the watermelon. That one might be the cantaloupe. I'm not sure what is what. I got these seeds literally just at the library. There were some free seed packets and I just got them. This is a cucumber, and this is my first time I've had a cucumber that's been this healthy. The first time, usually they just get too hot and they die. But guys, everything that I grow from a seed, this is also from a seed, it's so much more healthy. So I believe next year I will grow everything from seed because it's just like night and day. It's crazy. Okay, over here we have our carrot oranges, which look great. We've got our jalapenos. We haven't eaten any yet, but we've picked a few, and then that's a grapefruit tree. My mint was looking really great, and now it looks a little less great. So I don't know, there's some new growth. I think honestly it just needed some more water. Do you guys keep your mint in more shade? Let me know. This is definitely more full sun. I think I might even just move it like here so it gets a little less sun. But yeah, please leave a comment. Let me know where you keep your mint. And then this is basil from a seed. Again, everything from a seed is so much healthier. This one I've been able to kind of bring back to life. Oh my gosh, I love basil. So I've been eating our tomatoes with like a little slice of cheese and a basil leaf on top. It's just delicious. We've got parsley, which doesn't look that great. I could probably just prune it back a little bit. These were more cucumber seeds I had. And I'm like, let's just plant them, and here they come. So I might let those just grow and trail off here, and we'll see how that goes. And then let's move on to the path. So the grass grows so much around the steps that you cannot even see the steps. So what we're gonna do is just take the grass out under the path and just tighten it up so it's just like a stepping stone path without the grass in between. Over here, I've been taking some of this grass out just because the grass is encroaching on all of my flowers and they're starting to really get established. We've got rosemary. This is a butterfly bush and it just started to flower, and I was reading about it and it said late summer. So I'm really, really happy because it took forever. So that's exciting. And then more rosemary. I just love rosemary. These salvia plants have just gotten gigantic. This one we've had for a few years, but I planted 2 more this year and it literally started out as one stalk, and look at it now. So cool. The daisies are kind of getting squished, and then this rose is my favorite. Look how gorgeous this is. This is a different variety of salvia, and we saw it at the San Diego Zoo and it was so beautiful. So I'm really loving this. We've got lavender, more salvia, rosemary, lavender, rosemary. So I'm kind of just trying to keep the theme with like a lot of lavender and rosemary. We have a couple climbing roses back here that are really getting established, and the bougainvillea is just awesome. And then here is our play set, which has moved on to the grass, and the kids just love this thing. I know it's gigantic, but they are truly on this all day long. So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed all of our home updates. It's been a busy couple months over here. I'm ready for everything to kind of wind down and kick it into gear for back to school. I am so excited for school to start. I need some structure in my life, but yeah, so if you guys want more homeschool videos, let me know what type of videos you want. I'm thinking I'll do like a routine video, like getting a good rhythm for the morning. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.